Like this year's defense is the most equipped that you guys had in the last couple of years to face those hurry-up teams.
I feel like in the past years we had them, but guys, it's all about work ethic, and guys gotta want to. When you're facing teams like that, you gotta want to. So I think this year we got guys that want to do it. So it's all up to have the right mindset with everybody, and I think we're gonna get the job done.
What's an example of a defensive guy having to want to?
You gotta run to the ball. Like you got to make that type. You got to want to do something like that. Just like when you don't want to go to school, your mom makes you go. So you got to want to go to school, and your mom turn the light on, all that mess. So you got to want to do stuff. So your mom doesn't get on your tail. So that's how it is. Coach Saban, that's how Coach Saban is. We got to do it so he doesn't get on our tail. So we got to want to do it. And after a while, when we do it, Coach Saban backs up, but Coach Saban still not gonna back up. Coach Saban.
Nick's the team mom. Is that what did?
No, I wouldn't say all that. He's a ruler, so I wouldn't say no more.
What do you see from the nose guard position playing behind those guys?
It's going very good with Deron and Big Lake. So them guys doing what they have to do. They striking blockers and keeping guys up off of us. So them two guys gonna do a great job at the nose.
Do you like starting with a team that you know is gonna come straight at you and be physical?
Oh yeah, we're gonna see what type of tough team we are. We gonna have to strike blockers and get up off them and make tackles, and we're gonna see what type of guys we got that's gonna want to play, and that's it. And that's what that first game is about. And this is a tough physical team, so we're gonna see what type of guys we got, including myself.
Sure. What did you see from Ruben in this offseason, kind of to get him to the point where he's actually the co-starter with you and right next to you?
He didn't work his tail off. He didn't sing with the guys before, like CJ and Trey did. So he doing what he got to do. He asking questions, and he's gonna be a monster this year.
Reggie, you talked about back in the SEC media days, the interview, talked about the defense trying to get that swagger back. I think Nick Saban called it mojo. Yeah. Do you feel like that even in this camp? I know it's hard to tell going against the same offense every day, but can you feel that back on that side of the football?
Well, I could tell the guys moving around, jumping, excited before we got to practice. Everybody is in tune. Everybody is just together. You can tell everybody's walking with that certain walk. And I feel like guys are going to be tough and physical this year. So it's going to be a good year for us, I believe.
What do you think about their quarterback, Stave, from Wisconsin?
They got a good quarterback. They got a good quarterback. So if it's going to be up to us to stop them. So we're going to see what type of team we're going to beat. And the quarterback they had this past year, he's a good guy. So we're going to see.
What's he bring? What's his style?
He can pass, he can run, he can do whatever he need to do. He's a good quarterback. He showed up and played last year. So he came in after the guy before. I guess he didn't do what he had to do, so we're going to see what type of guy he is.
What kind of running back is Damian Harris? Have you see him in practice?
He's a tough physical guy. If you don't hit him, he's going to keep going. So,
how good is it that we're asking you about Wisconsin and not, somebody else? You're finally here at game week. What does that feel like? And
it feels good. We're going to see what type of team we is, and I'm ready for September 5th, Saturday.
After watching film, what kind of stands out?
That was too much.
I'm happy for those guys. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They did what they had to do in the 3 years they was here. So it's up to me to do what I have to do in this next year, 6 months really, just to show guys I can really play, so I can get at their level.
After watching film, what's the most impressive thing about Wisconsin that's kind of just really stood out to you just from watching film?
Watching them, say the way they run the ball. And them guys up front, they come off the ball, flat back, half speed, and they mow people out the way. So that impresses me a lot. So them guys up front and the front seven, we got to do our job so the guys in secondary can come up and make tackles. So it's up to us up front, and them guys are very impressive up front. So that's the thing I like about them.
Reggie, how have you seen Jonathan Allen come along, and how much have you noticed, if at all, just the increased weight helping him during the course of it?
It really made him amazed. He's really stronger, and he still got the same speed he did, even though he added about 10 or 15 pounds. He's still the same guy, but he's even stronger, and he's doing what he have to do. And we're going to see September 5th what type of guy he really became.
Saban mentioned looking at Pittsburgh tape and Wisconsin tape. What's the breakdown been like of that?
Oh, they love to run the ball. So, and they also got, I know the offensive coordinator came to Pittsburgh, so they love to run the ball with their quarterback too. So we're going to see how they work out with them. So we can't tell until the game comes.
Have you watched more Pitt film or Wisconsin film?
Equal of both. Because the offensive coordinator going to run what they ran at Pitt. So it's been an equal of both.
You mentioned him early. What have you seen from Deron Payne that you like?
He's been a man child. he's come in, he stepped up, he's been working hard, and the Coach Bo's been on him because he know he has to come in and play. So Coach Bo been on him, Coach Saban been on him, Coach Smart been on him, and he's been a man-child, and he's been doing what he had to do from day one ever since he got here.
Is there any element at all of SEC pride whenever you go in a game like this?
It's football to me. So yeah, football's played all around the world. It's played different in certain conferences, but SEC is SEC and Big Ten is Big Ten. So we're gonna see what type of mojo we're gonna bring to them.